Hey everybody, Delilah Taylor here. I want to welcome you to the James Knight Delilah Show. Today we're doing the Product Creators Lab and it's live. We got some great guys here for you, going to give us some phenomenal information on putting products out. They've all got launches coming up, so they know their stuff and what's going to make everything great. They've all had WSO, POTD, whatnot in the past. So, James, you want to tell us about everybody and what they got going coming up?
All right, I'll introduce everybody one by one. The first person we'll bring in is my good buddy, Reed. Reed, can you introduce yourself? And I know you have a launch coming up, too.
Well, hey everybody. My name is Reed Floren. I've been marketing online since I was 13, so back in
Wow.
'99. I'll be 29 this April. And yeah, I've got a launch coming out on Friday, March 20th, which is all about how to get free traffic from affiliate partners and JV partners. And to learn more about that and possibly sign up to be an affiliate, go to www.reedflorene.com/James, all lowercase for the James part. And if you'll go there, you can get your affiliate link, get signed up for that. A lot of people are on board for this launch. You get 100% commissions. Your customers are actually going to get an extracted module from my $1,000 coaching program, which teaches people all about how to get this free traffic, how to partner up with JV partners and affiliates, getting them to promote them so they can sell more copies of their information products, more copies of their software. They can really build things. They could even create a show like this if they wanted, utilizing the principles that they've learned in this course. So they get a video training module, they'll get a transcript, they'll get a PDF of my slides, they'll get a mind map, they'll get a cheat sheet, they'll get a checklist, they'll get a 15-minute phone call with me, they'll actually get access to a couple more webinars, and we have some more video training that we've added to the members area as well. So there's quite a bit of content. It's starting at just $4 on a dime sale, so it's going to go up in price really rapidly, and we're going to get a lot of people on board. For the upsells, we're going to have multiple home study courses of mine where I've slashed the price down to just $27 a piece. I'm offering 3 of my home study courses as really low kind of fire sale prices, just to help as many people as possible get going in the industry. So one of the courses is going to be more about how to do joint ventures. It's going to be an expanded course of mine that I recorded back in 2007 where I really went in depth about joint ventures, and that's like 9 modules, and there's a ton of training. I think there's maybe 16 hours on how to do joint ventures and launches in that. And that's been a best-selling course that I sold at seminars, at live events, on webinars. That was for $1,000 a piece. So we've slashed the price to $27 on that. We've incorporated all of my other 9 WSOs of the day into another coaching program. And we're going to give people access to that for just $27. So instead of buying them individually, they can get them for one low price. So I think that's going to convert very well for you guys. And we've also taken a $2,000 business in a box coaching program of mine that has actually 10 different businesses in a box, plus a whole bunch of training on how to do list building. And that normally sells for $2,000, and we've slashed the price to just $27. So it's all give, give, give. You get 100% commissions on the front end, and then 50% on all those upsells. And so I think this is going to do quite well for you. I think you're going to have very high earnings per click. Your customers are really going to love it, and it really over delivers, and there's a lot of value here for people.
Perfect. You know what? I'm going to be all over that launch, of course. I'm going to try to take the top of that leaderboard. I'm telling you, cash prices are always great with Reed's launches. So we have Saul next. Saul, welcome to the show.
Thank you, James, and Delilah, and Reed and Zeeshan. It's great to be here. Thank you very much. I started off online in 2007, started off in the hypnosis niche. I'm still in the hypnosis niche. Since then, I've sold about 8,500 copies of my own self-hypnosis products. There are 8 products. I've actually got one launching in that market in the next 3 weeks. And 5 months ago, I came onto this scene with the Make Money Online, the internet marketing. Since then, I've had 9 products, and the last 3 have been WSOs of the day, 3 WSOs of the day in a row. And yes, I'm loving every moment. I love how dynamic this field is, to become friends with you, James, and Delilah, and Reed, and now Zeeshan. Partnered with the last product with Zeeshan's partner for his next launch, which is Nady. And every single day is a learning experience. It's dynamic, and I'm loving every moment.
Perfect. Zeeshan, so I know you have a launch that's coming up on the 17th, I think it is. It's going to be a great piece of software. And can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, James. Actually, it's a WordPress plugin, which we have created with you can say with very expert our advice by getting our experts to give us the advices like what people are looking for exactly. You know, it's a video plugin, and we just like a lot of video. There are a lot of video plugins out there already in the market. You know, and what people looking out there at the moment is like they are looking for ways to monetize their videos more and better, you know. And so we found a way that how they can do it by using our plugin to make some easy system where they can just, you know, just by doing like maybe 10 seconds or 15 seconds it will take to make a single campaign, and they can make hundreds of campaigns each day and monetize their videos or any others videos as well. Like they don't have to create any video by themselves. They can go to YouTube and take anyone's video out there which are ranking good, and they can use that particular video inside their WordPress blogs and stick their offers to that video, and you know, drive traffic to their offers by you know, by utilizing the authority of that existing video. So it's just like it's a very good piece of plugin. Not only that, you can promote the offers, but you can do list building with that too. Plus you can do a lot of things with that single plugin. But and the best part about that is it's very easy to use. You know, it's just like even a 10-year-old boy can use that plugin without any, you know, without knowing about how to exactly you know, do these kind of technical stuff, or nothing, you know, nothing like that.
Nice, nice. Zeeshan stuff is always good. I've used him many times as a software, and his software is A+ all the time, so he does know his stuff. And of course, my name is James Knight. Anybody that actually needs help with anything, you know what, hit me up with a 15-minute free call. We can talk about your YouTube videos, we can talk about whatever you want. If upcoming launch, or if you want me to promote something, that's all good. So anytime you want a free 15-minute call, private message me on Facebook. So I was going to ask, Saul, you're really good at the testimonials, and we talked about this before, where that probably the easiest way to get on somebody's radar is possibly to make them a testimonial video. And I know you're a master at doing that. How's that been working out for you?
It's been working out really well, James. And you know, Reed will tell you, I first came onto his radar by making those testimonials. And you know, so many times people, like, they want to do something, for example, like a video testimonial, but they usually don't get around to doing it. And I just find that the action makes such a big difference. It's got my name into a lot of people's mindsets, and yes, I also really enjoy making them. So I believe that, you know, I've gone through Reed's course that's coming out now, how to get the free traffic from joint affiliates and joint venture partners, and it's all about giving before you get. So I love making these videos. I think that they send a strong message that I'm someone that's serious and someone that's committed, and I've had really great success doing them.
Awesome. How has that worked out for you? I mean, did he get more on your radar, or how did you feel about it when he first gave you the testimonial read?
Oh, yeah, I mean, Saul and I are really close now. I think he's given me a testimonial for every product of mine since we first met. So in the past few months, I've gotten to know Saul incredibly well. I've promoted a bunch of Saul's products. He's promoted a lot of my products. He's usually one of my top promoters now. He's come a long ways, and just I think you've been doing it about 5 months now, Saul. I've just been blown away at the kind of results that Saul's been having. I mean, he's really taking action by doing the interviews, and he's taking action by doing testimonials and creating bonuses and building a really deep relationship with his list. And not only does he do that and reciprocate with all of his partners, but he also creates really high quality products, so he's able to get a complete influx of new leads all the time, because really in this industry, it's all about reciprocation. I've been on James and Delilah's show, many times now, and obviously whenever they have something coming out, as long as it's a good fit for my list, I'm on board. Same thing goes for my products. They come on board and they promote my stuff. Saul and I have worked together. Art and I have worked together. I don't know if I've promoted anything of Zeeshan's yet. I know I've promoted stuff that's been partners of yours and friends of yours. I don't know if I've done anything that's specifically your product yet, but I'm sure we will. And it's really this is an industry that's all based on your friendships, your relationships. The fastest way to have success in this is to really focus on the people in this industry. A lot of people seem to get into internet marketing. They feel that, oh, I'm just making money off of the computer, and this magic robot's going to give me money. And that's not the case. It's people that spend money with you. It's people that invest in your training. It's people that invest in the products you recommend. So you need to stand behind the products that you endorse. You need to stand behind the products you create, and you need to focus on the relationships. Focus on what's going to be great for your list and what's going to be great for you and your JV partners, so everyone makes money, everyone has success. It's a lot better to stand behind products that you can endorse and you use and work versus just promoting everything under the sun, no matter what the kind of results people are going to get. As long as it's something that helps people out and it helps you out and you've learned things and other people can learn stuff, that's a good product. And so you need to keep that in mind when you're doing things. A lot of people just get wrapped into how much greed they can get off of promoting something. They think it's just a quick buck. Well, there's no point in doing that and completely alienating your subscriber base and getting a bunch of people unsubscribe or not read any more your emails because they don't trust you. People buy from you because they know, like, and trust you. And if you can focus on building that trust, building those relationships, you can be in this business a very long time.
That's perfect what you said, Reed, because I totally believe what you got done saying. I've been as far as that I'll buy stuff in other people. I'll buy everything inside the funnel, because sometimes what I want to do is I want to see what I'm sending to my customers, and that way I can find out, look, this is what my customer is going to get, and I just want to, because if I'm going to endorse it, if I'm emailing something, I'm virtually endorsing it. So I really want to see what I'm sending out, even if they give me a review copy, because sometimes we just want. What's your word on that, Reed?
Well, I think that's incredibly a good thing to do. I don't know if you've done this before, but one thing that I've done when I've purchased a bunch of things in a funnel for my own use and for subscribers is record your screen. So you go to the main sales page, you record your screen, you're going through it, talking about why you're buying it, click the buy button. Go to the one-time offer screen, go through it, kind of go line by line, buy the one-time offer, and say why you bought it, and so on and so forth for all the different one-time offers. And you can share that with your list and build a deep relationship that way. You can show the download area. I mean, obviously blank out the download URL, but show the members area. And I mean, you're going to do something that no one else does, and that can build a very deep relationship and show a lot of trust, and people know that, hey, James actually bought this thing, he cares about me, he found this useful, I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to buy all the other things in the funnel as well. And that's going to boost your earnings per click, it's going to boost your conversions on the one-time offers, and it's going to boost your conversions on the front end well.
That's perfect, because I never even took it to that level, because I can see exactly what you're saying. And I don't care if people buy it with their affiliate, like buy my product. But I'm saying that because, you know what, if they're doing that and they're going to promote for my product, why the heck not? I mean, what's your take on this, Delilah?
Well, quite honestly, that's the best way to find out what's in there and make sure that it is right for your list. Because I'll be the first one to tell you, I burnt my first list up. I did, because I didn't know what I was doing. So I promoted a bunch of different offers and was promoting for different people every day, burnt my list right up very, very fast. Had so many unsubscribes that I got dropped by my email autoresponder company and had to start all over. And I'm building it back up, but I'm getting there now. So it's been a process. So, yeah, you can mess it up. I know. I did it. And I want to say hello to Art, because he just came in.
Yes, I saw. Notice Art came in.
Hi, how are you guys?
Oh, great. Hey, Art, do you have anything coming up in the near future? Because we were talking about everybody else's.
Yeah, well, can you hear me first? Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, we actually got a launch coming up on the 21st with David Kirby and Anwish Rev. And it's
nice.
Yeah, the product is Free Traffic Monster, and it's all about getting free traffic.
Nice. I like David Kirby and Anwish. I mean, they're perfect guys. They're great guys to work with.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I was going to ask you, part of this episode, we wanted to go through. All right, everybody's got a launch coming up. So, what is guys? What do you do? What do you put on your to-do list? What are the first things that you list out when you're preparing to launch?
Well, it's much easier if you work with other people because obviously you can split up the tasks. So each person can sort of take care of the part that they like that they're better with. But it's just constant communication. We are nonstop on Skype, just going back and forth. What's missing? What can we improve on? We got a graphic designer working on the sales page. We got a copy guy. So we just sort of figured out the funnel, all the OTOs. We're gonna have to do the videos now. So yeah, just constant communication and seeing what's missing, what can we improve on, and yeah, that's basically it.
That's
All
real.
right.
Delilah, remember we were talking about the cost because of actually putting a launch on together. I'm talking about minimally $2,000-$3,000 with especially sales pages and contests and everything, right?
Yeah, depending on how big you want to go, yes, it can be expensive.
Really? Have you found that out for yourself, Reed?
Well, not necessarily. There's ways to make it go a little cheaper. For instance, most of my sales letters, actually, for my WSOs of the day, have either come from sales letter templates that I've used, and I also sell those in a product of mine, or I've hired a company called WebVance, and they've done sales copy for me. So the person who wrote most of those sales letters, her name's Melissa, and she doesn't work there anymore. She's gone off on her own, but they offer sales letters still at their site, and it's like $297 a month through them, and you got 3 sales letters and 3 graphics and 3 like technical things, like put a buy button up or something like that for your site. So the complete no-brainer. I mean, each sales letter I've gotten from them has done over 5 figures minimum just from the sales copy that they've done. Now that comes from the relationships I have and the testimonials and social proof that I share in my products to be able to do that. But they give you a great starting point, and yeah, there's a few things that I'll tweak, like I might change the headlines up a bit or some of the subheads a bit, and I do end up doing some of the work with it. But I mean, to get a sales letter and get graphics for basically $100
Can't beat that. And that's WebVance, you said?
WebVance, yeah, it's done
Yeah.
by Eric Louviere, runs it, and Dan
Oh, I
Rand.
know, Eric. Yeah.
Yeah, they're partners on that. So that's a great like membership program to be a part of. I've suspended mine now just because I have so many sales letters that they've made that I'm set for like the next year of launches. So it's like, let's put my membership on hold. But it's really helped me out a ton. It's really gotten rid of a lot of my workload. So that's, for instance, so the sales letter for this next launch, I think that was written back in maybe May or June of last year. So I'm just playing catch up to stuff that's already been written out a long time ago for me. So really, I get the product or the sales letter done first, and I get that done way in advance. And then I might make changes to it down the road and improve on it. Obviously, add more social proof and get a lot of testimonials. But that's usually where I go first, is I get that sales copy done, and then I'll tailor the product around that.
Nice. And then, Zeeshan, I know that you have a sales page, but you went a little bit higher on that. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, exactly. James, that as everybody knows here, that sales page is the first thing where a customer gets impressions on, right? So it needs to be very much, the sales copy needs to be very good and the other stuff. But here, what I wanted to interject something that is, I am seeing that we should definitely be focusing on in this webinar, and that is that the main part of any single launch, whatever person is coming up with, the most important asset is to have a good product, okay, a good piece of information. Because currently I am seeing that in the industry that everybody is coming up with, it's no matter if it's a software or it's an ebook, everybody is coming up with kind of a, not really good stuff, and then they say that the product don't convert, and it's like they are getting a lot of just like refunds and these kind of stuff. So for me, first thing is that is very important, is to have a really awesome product, and then you can go on with the sales pages and these OTO pages and whatever stuff. But again, for me, it's you need to have a really good piece of information that's packed inside, to give someone really value. Because at the moment, I am very much since past 2 months, as I've been talking to everybody out there, the big product creators, and even Reed and Saul is also included in that list. And you guys also were seeing that there are a lot of newbies who are jumping up in the industry that are not focusing on the quality of the product, and that's what my main concern is. The first thing you should be focusing on is the quality of the product. Then everything, that sales pages and other things is secondary.
Exactly.
Just so you know, Naughty Foon just sent a message, said Zeeshan's awesome. So apparently he loves you.
Yeah, Zeeshan is a good guy. I mean, we've known each other for a year and a half, Zeeshan?
Yeah, more than that. Maybe I think last, maybe, yeah, is 16 or 17 months at least.
Yeah, I can pretty much post really about Zeeshan. He is the real deal. He is doing very well, and he's going to be he's already a big name out there right now. Just that what's been happening with Zeeshan was he was behind the scenes, and he's finally coming out to the public, and people are starting to know how great he really is doing. So, Saul, what is your take on it? I know that you're putting out really great products now. You've already done, what, 1,700 units on your last product?
Yes, the last one was a massive success, and we've got a really wonderful new product that we're coming out with, and that is a special WordPress plugin also that we've created, and we've got this wonderful guy, Saranj. And what it does, it works with CPA traffic. So it's called Geo Retargeter, and what that means is that if someone from a country comes to one of your offers and they in a country that doesn't qualify for that specific offer, so someone in Europe or South Africa had to come to an offer that could only be, for example, taken up by someone in the USA, automatically it will redirect that person to a similar offer in their region. So exactly what Zeeshan was saying, and Reed has been saying, that is that the quality of the product is the most important thing. Also for me, this is my full-time work, it's my livelihood, and I've got my kids, and I want to be able to stamp my name proudly on every single product that I bring out, and rather even just take a little bit longer to release it and make sure that I can be proud of it, because it makes me sad when people bring out something that's rehashed or something that that isn't of the best quality. And as we were saying earlier, I dedicate 2 hours every single day to studying, and one of the wonderful advantages of now getting onto people's radars and coming up in affiliate contests is that I'm getting review copies, but I make a point of literally going through every single product. Like Reed's recent product, I've given him a testimonial, but I have been through that product already. So for me, the most important part exactly is the quality of the product, and I'm learning every single day. And it's almost like going to see a movie, James. It's like, if you go see a wonderful movie and it was an hour and a half or 2 hours of your time, and you walk out, like, you can be happy that you spent 2 hours and you got something out of it, but there's no worse feeling than almost seeing a bad movie. And it's the same thing with the quality of the information that I'm absorbing. I love learning great information, but I feel let down if it's not good. So for me, exactly what the point is that the quality of the product is the most important thing. And it's the same thing like in terms of emailing. When Reed sends an email, I know that he's checked it out. He hasn't just spammed it off. And some people, I believe that they email every offer, even if they haven't checked it out, and then it brings your reputation down, and it's going to bite you in the long term. Because even if you could make a quick commission, it's certainly better to have checked it out. Plus, as I say, like, I really love learning, and I'm learning every single day. So I just love consuming the information, and I will learn before I send it out. So exactly what that point is that The quality is the most important thing, and we're only as good as our last product. So if your last product was really not good, people will remember you from that product.
Nice, nice. And then I think we should talk about affiliates, because I know that a lot of people, I've been doing these 15-minute calls, and they've been asking me one thing, and it's been on their mind, is that they can't get any affiliates. And I think we should just maybe just go down the road, maybe with about 30 seconds, to explain what is your best way to get affiliates. I mean, Art, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Well, listen, just recently we've discovered that just working together just makes it much easier, since, you know, if you have one partner or two partners, all of you can work, you know, with different affiliates. You got different connections. Sometimes maybe both of you are friends with someone, which will just reinforce it. So just working with different people, and you know, generally what Saul is doing, you know, he's just awesome with everyone. He's doing video testimonials. You know, he always tries to mail for everyone and reciprocates. So I'm you know, I'm going to be mailing for Saul, not only for this product. I've mailed for him before. I will mail, you know, for whatever he will come up with, you know, as long as it will be matching my list. So just you know, if you're struggling with getting affiliates, just follow Saul on Facebook and see what he's doing, and you know, just do the same.
Definitely. Delilah, how do you get affiliates?
Well, being still new, I'm still learning my way through Facebook. I'm also part of a mastermind group and work through affiliates that way. And the largest portion that I've found to be the most effective is through Facebook chat. And I don't mean just, you know, hitting people up going, hey, I've got a product coming out, be my affiliate, but actually spending the time and talking with people. Hey, I see you have something coming up. That's really great. Invest some time and learn something about them and be their friend. And you know what? We're all in the same boat together. They're looking for the same thing. So if you really talk with them and find out what they're going through, see if there's some way that you can help them, something that you can help them do, even if it's something small, you know, like Saul sending them that testimonial videos and things, that really helps out and puts you in front of them, and they're more likely to come back and help you. Because I know, yeah, I've helped Saul. Art and I have talked a lot before we've ever been on these shows and things together, and I've promoted for Reed and you know, brought customers to him, and we've chatted, and that's just, it was more of a friendship or working knowledge base before I ever asked any of them to mail for me.
Perfect. Reed, what's your #1 way of getting affiliates?
Well, number one, it's got to be live events. You got to meet people. A lot of people feel that they can stay behind their computer screen, never communicate with people. They're, for some reason, I don't know if we just have a lot of introverts in this industry, or introverts are attracted to online marketing, but it's really, your income just skyrockets when you actually start going to events. You start shaking hands with people, you buy someone a drink or buy someone lunch or dinner or something like that. Things can really take off for you. Now, if you can't make it to an event, and I really think that's an excuse, because I know Saul's coming all the way from South Africa to San Diego in about 10 days. So I don't think that's an excuse for anyone. You need to get going to an event. There's events that are near you. There's events, you know, for most people in the United States, there's events that are within a flight or within a quick car ride that you could attend, and you can have a big change in your business. Now, I understand if you're in another country and maybe there's some visa regulations and things like that, that might be a little bit more challenging, but a lot of countries now are starting to have events. There's a lot of events that aren't in the United States. I mean, I've been to events all over the world, all over Asia and Europe, Canada, US, and you know, they're all over the place. So people put on events. That's by far the #1 way. If you for some reason can't do events, I completely agree. Do what Saul does. Saul does a fantastic job of building a relationship, building a friendship first with people, because that's what it's all about. You know, Delilah talked about going out there and helping other people, investing that time with people. Now, what people don't seem to realize is going fast in a relationship is the slowest way to success. But going slow with the relationship is the fastest way for you to succeed. So put it this way, if you go on a first date, you don't propose marriage and having children right away. You might, court this person or date them for a year or two before you pop the question and ask them to marry you. And that's what it's all about. A lot of people go with the attitude of, hey, promote my launch, promote my launch, promote my launch, and they never ever talk to anyone. And yes, that can work to some extent if people know you and you have a relationship with people, but it's no way to get started with a relationship. Go out there, help people out, promote them, give them testimonials. If they need help with some graphics or something with their website, help them out with that. I mean, I've had people help me with like transcripts of mine. They've cleaned them up, or they've done a transcript for products of mine. I've had people introduce me to other people, and it's all in the name of building a relationship. So if you can think, what can I do? How can I help other people? And really come from the attitude of, I'm going to help someone out, 1, 2, 3 times, and then I'm going to ask for them to help me out. And yeah, not everyone's going to reciprocate, but most people will, and you're going to grow your business incredibly fast. And to be honest, I mean, this is a cheap / free form of traffic. It's not like doing Facebook ads or doing solo ads where you can spend thousands of dollars, on one ad campaign. You can get to know people like Delilah does on Facebook, and that doesn't cost anything but your time, and you would have been doing that anyways. And it's just amazing what happens. I mean, look at the hangouts that we're doing. All of us have a much deeper relationship now just because we're on this hangout together. We're going to know other things that we didn't know about each other, and we can connect after this call and do more together. Plus, we're seen together in this. And I mean, this hangout could be used, in different products, or it could be something that we give out to our list or something, for example, and just more and more exposure and more credibility that we all give each other. And so it's really a win-win business idea to really focus on the joint ventures and the affiliates.
Awesome. I totally agree, Reed. Saul, what do you think about how do you get affiliates, and what are your best tactics?
The way that I've really done it is that, first of all, people can tell that my heart is in it 100%. So I really enjoy what I'm doing, and I've made a firm commitment to do it properly. So I'm never half-hearted about it. My full heart is in it. And for me, money is a means to an end. It's not an end within itself. For me, it's to be able to pay my expenses and to be able to support my kids, and especially now, like JV Zoo, as Reed was saying, Marketing Mayhem, it's costing me a lot of money to come from overseas. But as soon as the tickets became available, I invested that because I know the power of events. And I just believe in treating people the way that I would like to be treated. So I genuinely take such joy in establishing friendships and celebrating people's successes. And it's important for that is also to be for someone when something isn't great, to, if they've had some sort of setback, to really be there for them. And I think for me really is that what I have found is that if you've got a goal or you've got a dream, people would like to be part of that dream, and that they can be part of that dream if it's not like a monetary dream. It's more like the money's a means to an end. So I feel that like so many people want to see me succeed because they know that I've got goals, for example, to live closer to my kids and to be able to travel and to be able to put out more and more awesome content and to be around people. And what I've done is also I try to get people offline, so to have a Skype conversation or to have a hangout. And for me, that's the real connection. I really enjoy speaking and connecting to people. And I think for me it comes very naturally, but I like to build people up and encourage people because I really enjoy that, and I get a huge satisfaction out of that, and it comes back in so many beautiful ways. And I really have got friends from all over the world like you guys. It actually just amazes me that I've got clients all over the world, and I've got colleagues and friends, and I love it. I really, really, really love it. And I think like there's a nice saying that you need to get that parachute before you go skydiving, and exactly like just become friends with people, and they will be so happy to reciprocate. But you should rather do that before you ever need people. And I really think it's it's not as hard as people think. It's like, if you read like books on dating, how do you pick up a person of the opposite sex? Like, just be yourself and put out a good energy. I think it's not so difficult. But if you can, like, if there are courses of how to pick up affiliates, I think that there is good and useful information. There was a recent one that I went through and I did enjoy it. But just be yourself and treat people the way that you would like to be treated, and it will always work.
Nice. Zeeshan, how do you get affiliates, and what is your best methods? I know that you're pretty good. You're getting very good at this.
Yeah, exactly. And first of all, I completely agree with Reed and Saul, because what they have mentioned in their statements is 100% I agree. And that's the first thing which I would be mentioning to people, that if they ask me that, I want to get affiliates on board, so how I can. So it's the first thing that you should have a relationship with, to the affiliates. Otherwise, nobody is going to, trust you, or nobody is going to jump on your leaderboard. Second thing is, it's a bit a trick of mine which I do, which I will be sharing with you guys, because I think that will be a really valuable trick, because I am not seeing that people are talking about that much, and that's very important. It's this way, just like if I'm launching, let's say I have a launch on 17th and it's a YouTube software, right? So what I will be doing is, although I have a lot of relationships there, but what I will be focusing on is to look at the launches which are currently happening in the same niche. And I will see those launches, and I will go to those leaderboards and see who are the affiliates who are on that leaderboards and hitting some good numbers. Then I will be contacting to those affiliates to make sure that my content will be related, and I will get more conversions, and they will be on these leaderboards with the same niche, so they will be 100% more likely to jump on your product too, because they have already seen the conversions on the same niche at the moment, and they are seeing that this niche is converting for them, so they will be more likely to jump on your launch because they already are getting some results. So that's the number one trick which I will say to you. Everybody should be doing this. Just looking all over the leaderboards with that. Okay, these are the YouTube launches which have just taken place in the past week or before that too. And pick affiliates from these launches. That okay, these are the top 10 ones on that launch, and these are the top 10 ones on these launches, and just grab those affiliates, combine that list. I always do combine list of at least 50 affiliates before going into launch. And what I do is I just make an average there. It's just like if I know that what kind of a capability our affiliate has, okay, and what kind of sales he can give me, then I just start adding numbers. I go with like 30 sales per average with single affiliate, and I said that okay, if a person is capable of giving me 30 front-end sales, which means that if I get 50 of the same affiliates of that same level, then it means that I'm getting 1,500 front-end sales. And that it's just like if you have an upsell one, so it converts like 25 to 30%, usually if you have a good one. And then there's a ratio of upsell too that is around 10%, so if you multiply all those and add all those numbers, so you will see that you can easily get 22 to 2,400 sales easily, and you will be getting super targeted affiliates too, who will be more likely to jump on your launch because they are already seeing results on the same launches, on the same niche. So that's what I say is the best way to get affiliates' attention, and they will be more likely to be on your leaderboard.
Totally. And another thing, I want to add probably about 3 methods that I know of, and to explain of how this really happens. Like Reed mentioned, number 1, you have to go to the JV Zoo Market Mayhem or the events that are coming up. I have a few more free tickets for people as long as they get a reservation or first. I mean, I have some more tickets left for the JV Zoo Market Mayhem. So you have no excuses, like Reed said. I mean, this is just you're just not serious about your business if you're not at the Mayhem or at these other events that are showing up. Number 2, I wrote this on. Sometimes if you don't have a name or your brand isn't big enough to have the push to get the affiliates, you know what? Partner up with somebody such as Reed or Saul or even me. As long as the product is good, we may lend our name to it and help with the product creation. That's really strong. And if we look at the funnels, I mean, that is big time. And then here's the third thing that I always look at really is reciprocation. You always want to try to reciprocate to your friends. Number one, it just, you know what, it's called being decent and also helping them out. And then it's also that friendship that you can always count on maybe 10 or 15 or 20 people on there when you need them. And that's what is, this is how you build your business. Because if you don't have these guys that you count on, you have no business. And what do you think about that, Reed? I know that we've talked about that a lot.
Oh, it's hardcore. You have to reciprocate with your close people if you want to stay in this for a long time. It's really expected. I mean, people assume that if they place on your leaderboard, they will eventually be able to get you to reciprocate and promote their own product. So you need to do that. You need to go above and beyond. I mean, James, you do a great job of that, of helping recruit affiliates for people and doing interviews and doing testimonials for people to get them on board for the launch and coordinate with people before their launch to brainstorm some ideas to make it better. Because I know oftentimes when we've done my launches, we've had a discussion prior to the launch about what to do to maybe maximize the promotion for you and the promotion for me, so we know how to increase sales for everybody, and that way we all win. Because when you're promoting me, my list grows and I have more customers come on board. Whenever you launch, I'm able to send more customers to you. So it really comes back tenfold whenever you take that attitude of help your core group. And if you can make the time for your core people and do that, and you really should, if you want to be in this industry, because let's face it, we're in an industry where we don't really get to shoot the breeze with people like people would normally do at an office and be able to sit around the water cooler and talk about what was on TV the day before. We get together and we talk on Skype or on Facebook or on a Google Hangout, or even a cell phone call, and we can be friendly. We can talk about things going on in each other's lives. I mean, Saul and I have talked about our children many times before. So I mean, a lot of us, we talk about personal things on top of business, and we talk about things that are going on in our lives. So we kind of know little bits and pieces about what's going on, and we're really friends. I mean, it's really I think a traditional business is very competitive and cutthroat, and yeah, there's competition in this industry, but I feel this is more of a cooperative marketplace, and we really stand by each other, and we stick up for each other, and we try to help each other out as much as possible. I think it's very refreshing. I can't imagine being in like a normal business, if you will, right now compared to what this is, because just the benefits, the money freedom, the financial freedom, the time freedom, the geographic freedom, the ability. I mean, I feel I could go anywhere in the world, at least anywhere in the United States, and probably anywhere in the world right now, and I could find a place where I could either get lunch with someone, get dinner with someone, or maybe even spend the night at their house, just because I've got friends all over the place, and I know you guys do as well, and I think that's just incredible. What we've been able to accomplish, considering you look back 10, 20 years ago, or even a little bit longer, no one would have even fathomed that this would have been possible. And I just think it's absolutely incredible, and things are just getting easier, and more stuff is coming. So really focus on those relationships.
I totally agree.
I would agree, because right now we're all on here together, and a lot of us are in different countries.
Mm-hmm.
Saul, you're in South Africa, correct?
Yes, I'm in South Africa. And
Okay.
yes, it blows my mind to have you guys as colleagues and friends. And again, I want to be friendly with people first. And it's, as Reed was saying, it's no better feeling actually to be on a friend's leaderboard. That for me is the ultimate feeling. I love that the most. And thank God, I've got such a nice circle of you guys and friends that it's enough people to promote every day. I personally I've never needed to go and look for anything to promote, because I've got my friends are successful and active. True. And I'd rather promote my friends than I personally never randomly go look for anything to promote. So it's I just think that it's such a wonderful Reed is always so positive about it, and he really genuinely makes me feel so great about it. I mean, I worked in stockbroking in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange when I finished school, and I got, like, after the 1998 market crash, we got retrenched because, like, everything went digital, and people didn't have money to invest in the stock exchange anymore. And, you know, for us to be part of such a dynamic industry that it's so much amazing stuff like Zeeshan bringing out, and Reed, and my plugin, I just don't take that for granted for 1 minute. And even as we were saying also about people that, like with the events, with South Africa, we do not have those events. So I think that also people take it maybe for granted, like they live in the USA, that you guys, that people have got all these events. But for me, like, this is a massive deal, and I haven't been to the USA since 2011. And most people in South Africa, they can't even afford to go to the USA because with the rand-dollar exchange, with the currency, it is expensive. But for me to be able to have a trip that is financed by the work that I love, like, I really feel blessed every day, and I know that it does come through every single day in the way that I interact with other people, and I will never take that for granted.
Art, which country are you in?
Portugal.
Portugal. I knew it was. What is the common language there?
Well, Portuguese.
Oh, well, duh. All right, I need coffee. Sorry.
Yeah. The summer is just starting here, so it's actually quite nice.
Very nice. And Zeeshan, are you in America, or where are you at?
No. I'm from Pakistan, and the national language is Urdu here, and it's somewhat related. It's just like basically the same with you can say Indian language too. So we both understand. Just like same, you can say just like a British English and U.S. English has some kind of a difference. You know, it's just like the same way we Indians language and our language has a little difference. That's it.
Yeah. This is so phenomenal because everybody's like, well, you work at home, you're all alone, and I'm like, I'm never alone. You know, I have standing offers all over the world to spend the night with people and this, that, and the other. If I ever want to travel to different countries and get to talk to people all day long. And you're right. Coming from working every day with a bunch of people who were like all clamoring for the same job and whatnot, we don't have to do that because there's enough space for everybody.
Definitely. I guess we'll wrap this up. We'll have a show next week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll set up everything. And if you're an affiliate marketer and you're a product creator or somebody that wants to come on the show, hit up Delilah and we'll try to get you on the show. We can hold up to, I think, 10 people, Delilah?
Yeah, actually, if you guys are watching live through the Facebook event, I actually have a button on there that says click here to be on the show at the bottom, so go for it.
But we're going to keep our core people like Reed, Saul, Zeeshan, and Delilah, and Art. And it's just because we have but we're trying to look for enhancements to actually to enhance the show. I'm going to tell you because it's all about relationships, like Reed has mentioned, and Saul has mentioned, and Delilah, and the rest of us. It's the more that we get together. After a while, you just put out a product, and people just mail for it. I remember, and I'll tell you real quick. One of my buddies, Frank, he mentioned this. And he's probably watching this, and he came out. He said when James Knight asked people to mail, he said I counted over 357 people that mailed for him. But why this happened was it was the relationships. And I started going to events. But I'm now going to step it up. I'm going to go to every event that I could in the United States because what Saul just got done saying, you know what? I'd be stupid not to because he lives all the way in South Africa or Africa, and he's taking the time, he's spending the money to do this, and why wouldn't I do this? So you'll be seeing me in a lot more events. If you do need a ticket for Mayhem, hit me up as long as you get your reservations at the San Diego hotel that everybody's staying in and show me the thing, and then I'll try to get you in. I only have maybe just a few left. And I hope you hit me up. Delilah, I'm hoping to see you there. I'm still twisting her arm to try to get her. Zeeshan, you have no excuse because if Saul's going to do it, we got to get you there. Just do it. Don't make no excuses. And you know what? Let's go up there as a family. All right, I guess we'll see everybody later. Next show.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.